Hey y'all, welcome back to Heal Play Love University. Today, we're diving into the tricky waters of dealing with avoidant personality types, particularly in relationships. Now, there's a lot of advice out there, and you'll often hear things like speak the avoidance language, look at things from their perspective, and present your requests in risk-avoidant language. But here's the thing. Following these tips might not be the best approach, especially if you have an anxious attachment style. First off, let's talk about speaking the avoidance language. The idea here is to avoid using words like relationship or commitment. But think about it. By not using these words, you're basically walking on eggshells. This can lead to miscommunication and even more anxiety for you. It's like trying to play a game where the rules are always changing. Plus, this doesn't create a solid foundation for a healthy relationship, does it? Next, there's the advice to look at things from the avoidance perspective and identify risks. While empathy is crucial in any relationship, constantly putting yourself in their shoes without addressing your own feelings can be exhausting. You deserve to have your needs met too, not just cater to someone else's fears. It's important to find a balance rather than neglecting your own emotional health. Then, there's the suggestion to present your requests in risk-avoidant language. This means framing your needs in a way that minimizes perceived threats to the avoidant person. But again, this can lead to you suppressing your true desires and feelings. You might find yourself bending over backwards just to avoid conflict, and that's not healthy for either party. Finally, don't approach the avoidant with emotions. This advice is problematic because it suggests that your feelings are something to be hidden or controlled. Emotions are a natural part of any relationship, and if you can't express them, you're not being authentic. Bottling up your feelings can lead to resentment and frustration over time. So, what should you do instead? Focus on open communication and mutual respect. It's important to express your needs and feelings honestly, without fear of rejection. If the avoidant person can't handle that, it might be a sign that this relationship isn't the healthiest space for you. Remember, a relationship should be a two-way street where both individuals feel valued and understood. All right, y'all, that's it for today. Remember to take care of yourselves and prioritize your own emotional well-being. Hit that like button if this video helped you. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights from Heal Play Love University. See y'all next time.